All right, so today we're back at the garden. We're trying something a little different this year. I planted 3 rows of corn earlier this spring, and I thought I would stagger it this year, so I waited 3 weeks approximately, and now we're going to plant the additional 3 rows of corn. Just kind of stagger out the crops, that way we blanch and freeze a lot of our corn, so kind of splits up the workload. And depending on the weather, you might have better luck planting early or planting later. You just never know with the weather here, so it kind of increases your chances of having a pretty good crop. So today I want to talk about my tiller and my row maker that I made for the tiller. So I have your basic rototiller here, and I love to garden, and the tiller takes a lot of the work out of it, but I hate making rows. So I've always hated making rows. So I thought, I've got some scrap metal. I'll just weld up a frame, bolt it to the tractor tiller, and then have some shoes here. Now these are homemade shoes. You can buy some shoes, but I had the scrap metal, so I just made it where I can flip these shoes over and make rows when I'm done tilling. Now I did do something a little unique. I have actually slots so that I can make 3 narrow rows or 2 wider rows. Now I'll use my wider rows for lettuce and tomatoes, any kind of plants or cucumbers that need a little more area. But my corn, I use the 3 rows. I like to keep my corn tight because we get a lot of wind here and it gets blown over. So we're going to use the 3 rows today, but I'll make a pass with the tiller, and then I'll show you how these shoes work. our shoes. And I did drill 2 holes in here so I can do 2 different depths. This first hole seems to work pretty good for what I'm doing, but try to make it somewhat adjustable. And like I said, if I was making a 2 wider rows, I would just leave 1 shoe off and put one of the shoes in that center position. And all this is just standard channel and tubing and flat plate that I have around the shop, so nothing special. If you were to buy shoes, obviously it'd be hardened material and wouldn't bend or anything on you, but these hold up pretty well. All right, so let's make some cornrows. So we showed a video of me making the rows. Decided they weren't quite tall enough for what I wanted to do, so I did drop the shoes down and made another pass. So we have a little bit taller rows to work with. So, you know, depending on how much soil you got and how deep you're tilling, depends on where you want to set your shoes. So anyway, we went to the deeper notch and now we'll start planting.